Now the next thing we want to do is find the period of this oscillation. And so what is the period? It's the time it takes to go from one peak to the next peak. So I want to take the value of time at the second peak minus the value of time at the first peak. And I want to take the value of time at the third peak minus the value of time at the second peak. That difference in time will be how much time has elapsed between two consecutive peaks. So how do we do that? I can make a new variable. I'll call it periods, and I will say periods equals t of peaks, and peaks I will let run from 1 to the end. Now 1 with a colon here, leaving the second argument blank, tells me go from the 1th element, that's the second element of the array, because remember we start at 0, all the way to the end is what this means. I've left the second argument blank. T of peaks, 1 to the end, minus t of peaks, remember square braces is how I address the array, peaks of np numpy dot size of peaks minus 1. So here we have, not tp, t. We have t of peaks going 1 to the end, and t of peaks going from, let's say, 0 to the end of the array minus 1. Let's try that and echo the value of the periods variable, and let's see what we get. I've got 0.747, 0.796, 0.747, 0.747, 0.796, 0.747, 0.747. It looks like a lot of these values are the same value, which makes sense to me since we're going to have basically even spacing here. Let's see what that data looks like. plt.plot. Let's make a new figure. plt.figure and plt.plot. Periods. I used a capital P for some reason. Periods. And I see that mostly I have the same value here for most of my data, oscillating between two values, and I have two that seem to drop out to basically 0 here. So I'm not sure what happened there. Looks like I had some confusion in how I calculated my peak. But let's check what is the median of periods. This means, so I see I have many values for the period here. I would like to know what is the most typical value of the period. So if I put every value here, and it's clearly something between 0.75 and 0.8, it looks like to me. If I put these all in order and then took the middle value, that would be a typical value. When you put a set of data in order and take the middle value, that's called the median. So I will say period equals numpy.median, that's np.median of periods, and then say period to echo the value that we have found. We're expecting a value between 0.7 and 0.8, and I see 0.746. So this looks like an estimate of what is the period of oscillation here. So we've determined basically what is the period of this oscillation.